I'm Danielle Flynn.
I am old school Joel School.
Oh my gosh. We are live in Dearborn for City of the Week. We are at Greenfield Village at the moment, and this place is absolutely amazing. We're getting ready to take you on a ride in a Ford Model T. That's Bink, our driver. Hi, Bink. And I've also brought my son Jake with us today because, you know, it's a family feel here at the Greenfield Village. So Jake's super excited to learn some stuff. He's been like missing school, like when do I go back? So that's going to be good. So this particular Model T that we're going to ride in is a 1916. The Model T was actually the longest running made car until the Volkswagen Beetle came along in 1972. Punch buggy, slug bug, punch buggy. Like, I don't know how they say. Anyway, so this car was made from 1908 until 1927. And
but in 1917, they stopped putting brass on it because they needed the brass to make shells and armament for World War I. So this is the last of the brassers right here.
1916 was the final year for that. So we're going to get into our Model T. Right this way. All right, Jake, hold on. Oh, hold on. Joel wants to.
There we go.
It has an automatic starter, just so you know. That was. Good job, Joel. Way to start the car.
We're started.
All right, so I'm getting in first. All right.
Me. All right. And then me. Here we go. Carver. Ow! Right quarters, man. Wow.
You got it?
I got it. All right. Come on.
All right. And Steven, the cameraman, had the genius move to flip the view around. So, Steven, you're going to be on double duty because we want to show everyone some of the different things that you can see here at Greenfield Village. They have got a train that runs through here that's absolutely amazing. And Greenfield Village, the idea of it actually started back in 1919. Road expansion meant that Henry Ford's childhood home was either going to have to be demolished or was going to have to be moved. And Henry Ford said, well, I'm going to move it. And that's what set him on the course of trying to reproduce everything with as much historical accuracy as possible. He literally drove around Michigan looking for, I believe it was a Starlight stove that he had growing up, and finally found one, bought it off of somebody's front porch for $25, threw it in his car, I don't know where, because, you know, not a lot of trunk space on a Model T, and brought it back.
I think we're sitting in it right now. This is Henry Ford's house.
This is his childhood home. He was very inspired by his mom. He lost his mom when he was 13, and she felt that book learning was important, but the learning experience was more important, and Henry Ford wanted to do something to dedicate it to her. The henryford.org says it much more eloquently than what I just did, and if you want to check it out, we've got some Facebook postings up at WCSX.com.
No doubt. Living history right here at Greenfield
Village. There you
Village.
Go. He even, to get the dish pattern for the dishes in this house, went back and had them excavate his childhood home, like whatever remained, to find the pattern
archaeology
for the
or something.
dish to be that historically correct. So it is just what he experienced as a child.
He's borderline obsessive. It made him be a very successful person.
Sometimes genius and OCD. They are, you know what this means. Dahmer is also a genius, so that's fantastic.
No doubt, man.
All right, so Bink's going to take us on up the road, and they've just got such a great feel. You can take carriage rides, you can take Model T rides, you can take train rides, and you can find out some historical stuff. Jake, what do you think so far? Did you learn anything?
Yeah.
What'd you learn?
That they have a house here, and that his mom ran away when he was 13. He couldn't find
it. Well, now we're at Miller School.
She didn't run away, bud. I did say he lost his mom. That's another way of saying his mom passed away.
We're at summer school.
His mom passed away when he was 13.
Man? You ready?
So, this is Miller School. So, Jake, get out. You're going to summer school. I know how much you miss school. So, I thought you could start early. Are you ready?
This was a big plot.
No,
get in there. Go learn something.
This was a big plot for you to go to summer school.
You could be smart like Henry Ford.
That's right.
Come on.
Get out. There, man.
Get out.
Summer school. No, he can't. He doesn't know how to work the
he doesn't know how to work the door.
Oh,
all right.
Walked out. Okay.
All right, Mr. Bink. Continued on. I guess Jake gets out of school for another week or two. September 3rd, though.
All right. Oh, look at these. Look at these ladies in the uniforms here. Oh, hey, look at this.
So,
the Wright cycle shop, where the Wright brothers started their bicycle shop, but then they started, tinkering, and pretty soon they made the aeroplane.
Yeah, and Bink was telling us this building got brought from, was it New Jersey, you said, Bink?
No,
was from Dayton, Ohio.
My bad. All right, but he also has, there's another right-oriented, their home is next?
Right there, right next door is the Wright Brothers home.
So both these buildings are from Dayton, Ohio, and this is actually the Wright Brothers home. Henry Ford went and got the Wright Brothers home, and they're like, we're bringing it here. And he also has one of Thomas Edison's labs from down in Florida, you said, Bake?
Menlo Park, New Jersey, I think. No? Up one. Okay,
One
I'm
from
half
New
right.
Jersey, too.
The other one is from Fort Myers, Florida.
There you go. We were both right, Joel.
That
High five. That never happens. All right.
Guys, just so you know, this building right here is the Heinz House. You know, the people that make the ketchup. They started out in that building making something called horseradish. That's from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Wow, well, thank you, Mr. Bink.
Fun fact, I can't stand horseradish. My mom put it on my
I
sandwich
love it.
back
I
in
love
grade
it.
school, and I
Mr.
thought she was
Bink,
trying to
I
kill
love
me.
it. I love it. Up, right turn.
I accused her of giving me bad meat in my sandwich.
Up, frozen custard. All right, maybe if
Best
we're
frozen custard in the world
and
is
maybe
right
if
here
we're
in
good.
Michigan. It is
Maybe
right here
if
in
we're good.
Michigan.
After this.
So look at that.
All right.
Well, I mean, obviously, Henry Ford had a special spot in his heart for inventors.
He sure did,
You
man.
know.
And look at the light bulbs adorning the front of it right there.
Ooh, I bet that looks good at night. And they've
sure
actually,
does.
right here at Greenfield Village, they've got a lot of Halloween festivities coming up for that as well. And they're going to have trick-or-treat stations and a lot
Old-fashioned
of characters.
Halloween, like with apostrophe E-E-N, I
Right?
think, right? Yeah.
It is.
It
That's
is,
right.
right.
Look at
I
that,
know,
Joel.
I know.
Oh, my God. We
Well,
are
what's
so
this
prepared
right here?
today.
This gray building right here is the Logan County Courthouse from Illinois. That's where Abraham Lincoln practiced law as a young attorney.
And when you consider how hard it was to move stuff, and yet Henry Ford's doing all of this in the
Amen.
1920s, 30s,
Yes,
40s, and
yes.
he's like,
The
we're going to
power-
go get their stuff.
The power of the Ford checkbook.
Right. But, I mean, I think it was more than that. It was like, how are we going to do this? And
The
he was like, you
logistics
find a
too,
way,
yeah,
or
the
he showed him a
engineers,
way.
man.
Like, gosh, man.
Right here.
This brick building right here is the Scottish Settlement School. That's where Henry Ford first went to school. He went there from 7 years old to 10.
Mr. Bink, we're in a Ford Model T traffic jam right now. I
Right?
never thought that
How
was
often
possible.
does that happen? The cars are literally piling up behind us. All right, move along, pull over. Hey, how you doing? So obviously there's a lot of families that are out here enjoying Greenfield Village, but it's such a nice, chill, awesome way to spend the day. Hopefully learning something and, just finding out George Washington Carver cabin. He's got George Washington stuff too.
This George Washington Carver cabin was actually built here in the village. It's a reproduction of the house that George Washington Carver was born in. It has one cool factor about it, though, that in 1942, the year it was built, George Washington Carver actually came here and slept in that cabin for a couple of days.
He was actually there.
That increasing the cred.
He made peanuts, and then they made peanut butter.
All right, so there you have it.
You make peanuts.
He invented them.
He invented
You invented peanuts?
Yeah,
How do you invent peanuts?
peanut
Isn't-
butter.
Oh, he didn't?
No, he did not.
No. Ha ha, Stephen, in your face. I don't even know how this happened.
Experiments with peanuts, sweet potatoes, soybeans, things like that, but he did not invent peanut butter.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I mishistoried.
That's all right. It's all very fascinating stuff, man. So we're going to tool through Greenfield Village. You can check us out. We're going to be here a couple of times this week. We are live for City of the Week with 94.7 WCSX.
Hey, hit that horn, dude.
Hit the horn.
Yeah!
Ah,
Woo! 94.7
Mousy.
CSX. Classic rock.